clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. 6-yard line just across the 25. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watch 36 to Mike. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question.
Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Moss.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Pats, looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Marquez Stevenson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14, Patriots nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd down and 3.
Now Jones. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Second and 20.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it to James White. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And look at this. It's a fake. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll drop it underneath to White.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stevenson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just have.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Stevenson again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's Moss again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on first down with Moss. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, it's Moss again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. Run well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run here with Moss.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Zach Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
He's checking. Crash. He's crashing. He's 79 Broncos.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, the tight end Henry. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jones, a final shot before break. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run here with Moss. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Moss. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Moss. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Zach Moss,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Jones now on 1st and 10. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
36. Here we go. Watch 36.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete. James White. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 6-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Allen.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. On the handoff, it's MofS. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because
this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
They find some open field here.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Moss.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll run with Moss.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Push him back. Push him back.
Off play action. Jones flushed out. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Now Moss hit, and the football pops free.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was a...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Here's Moss.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah.